All right, I've got a video here on self-defense for cyclists. What's the best cycling tool to carry self-defense? These are really cool to hand carry any time on the bike. You never know when you'll need one of these. The best, most powerful part here is the 6mm. All right, that'll cause the most rounding of the Allen key bolt. You always want to avoid fighting, but you also want to be able to fight, okay? Like, I've been, bit about me, 27 years martial arts experience. I use steroids, I've got insane stamina, I've got insane ability to read a fight, street fight situations, in the ring, been there, done that, had so many scraps, in my life with my brother, and, chipped teeth. Most of my teeth were chipped from fighting, with friends, like, gloves on, no gloves, no mouth guards, just being silly, thinking dental thing would never catch up with me. Never train without a mouth guard, right? Always wear a mouth guard, man. Always wear a mouth guard. The best fights ones you'd avoid, but you got to learn how to fight, man. You have to know how to fight. Like, there's two people out there. There's people who can fight and don't fight, because I understand how dangerous it could be. And there's people who go, I don't fight. Dude, you can't fight, all right? You can't fight. But you have to be able to have defense, man, all right? I have been in, where do we start with this one? You always want to, it depends what the situation is, all right? You always want to look at how much money can I make from this fight? How much money can I lose from this fight? Okay, you've got to think like that. It's 2022, all right? Why would you get a conviction, risk a massive lawsuit, etc., or risk missing out on money coming your way just because your ego gets the better of you, okay? Remember that. I've been in situations where I'm like, man, I could totally turn this table right now, but I'm not going to, because if I do, I don't make any money, and I'm probably going to get a conviction, and I don't want that. I want to be able to go back to the USA. So the best one I learned from probably Bruce Lee and some of my early teachers, control the ego, all right? Control your rage. If you can't control your rage, you lose. You lose. You might win the fight in that moment, but you'll lose legally, you'll lose financially, you'll just lose. Retaliation against you, you'll lose. So as often it's just better to just be like, to lose the fight, walk away, whatever. Just trust me. But there's times where you can't do that because someone's just getting attacked in front of you and you want to help them. What do? There's various videos for that. But this video today is to teach you that you need to learn how to fight. Okay, you just do. I recommend kickboxing. Kickboxing is number one. Nothing comes close to that. Right? You got BJJ and stuff, and it's like I've got a BJ. I got taken in my last. I've had a few bingles since then, but I had a bingle where there's lots on YouTube. A guy I know grabbed me from behind, thought it was a mate, and he knocked me out and took me to the ground with a BJJ move. And I could tell it was over. Like he simmered down, so I was like, okay, that's cool. But he couldn't get back up because I'd grabbed onto his shirt. What's BJJ going to do there? Like, BJJ is not real world, okay? And also, if the fight did continue, which it didn't, and that's good it didn't, I could just grab his freaking, his kiwis and just crushed them right off with my hand. Like, BJJ doesn't protect you. BJJ is not real world, man. In the ring, you can't grab someone's genitalia and twist them and crush them. In a street fight, you can do that, okay? So, BJJ don't do shit, man, all right? It's good to know it, but I know there's people out there, I do BJJ, I'm protected. It's like, dude, you're open, you're exposed, man. You're exposed, So you got to train all the martial arts. But the number one thing to train is street fighting martial arts. And on the street, there are no rules, all right? There are no rules, okay? But again, you want to avoid fighting whenever you have to. But in a self-defense situation, man, then you got to learn how to fight. You got to learn how to fight. You have to, man. And you got to have the right footwear at all times. Right? I'm a cyclist. I use cycling shoes. I use mountain bike variety these days because road shoes you can't do shit in them. So yeah. But that's the bottom line. Always be carved up. Always be hydrated. Always be aware of what your surroundings are. And you got to have the proper footwear on. All right. You got these cyclists out there wearing road shoes. It's like You push someone and they're flying over. You could be a really good boxer or whatever, you just push someone and they're flying backwards. They're not going to have traction. So you always got to have the right footwear on there. But you want to avoid fighting, but you want to primarily learn how to fight, okay? Learn how to fight and then learn how to avoid a fight. De-escalate, go, yep, no worries, mate, back it off. Because most of the time, though, things won't go anywhere, all right? I have situations almost daily where I call people's bluff. Right? They see me as a cyclist and they pick on me. They don't know who I am. If I knew who I am, they wouldn't mess with me. And because it could be expensive for them or worse. But they just pick on cyclists. They're just a basic NPC. As a cyclist, give them shit. So I'll kick off mirrors. I'll, put this through side windows and stuff. And, just you see them in the videos on YouTube. I do that knowing that 99% of the time it's not going to go anywhere. It's just they're going to they're going to back down, and then they'll carry on. Okay, it's not going to go any further than that. They're just bullies looking for an easy target. They lose and then they let it go. Okay, they don't know me. It's just a cyclist versus car thing. So I feel obliged to stick up for cyclists like that. But but in the US, it's definitely safer over there because guns are more common and people don't really mess with you like they do here in Australia because there's not much guns here. Okay, so Australia's definitely more hardcore than the US in terms of that. The US, you definitely feel safer because of the gun laws. Well, I do anyway. I don't know about you. Depends where you live in. If you live in Texas, so yeah, if I live in Texas, definitely carry for sure. Why not? But again, it creates a whole debate. End of the day, you'll learn how to defend yourself with any weapon. Could be a chair, could be a hammer, could be a bike tool, could be a Glock, whatever. Could be your elbows, knees, headbutt, whatever. You got to learn how to defend yourself. That's, everybody, man, woman, child, grandma, grandpa, everyone has to know self-defense. You're unlikely ever going to use it, but in the times where I've had to use it, it saved my life. It saved other people's lives, potentially, because you never know what's going to happen, okay? You never know what's going to happen. So, one, avoid situations. No, number one, know how to defend in situations. Two, avoid those situations. Three, if those situations follow you, learn how to de-escalate and move it on non-violently. And always think money, 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 all right? Am I going to lose money? Am I going to make money, okay? Is the next thing I'm about to say or do going to lose me money or is it going to make me money? Always remember that.